You stupid. All right. So, well, okay. So, I believe let's just start this off with what's actually going on right now. I gotta know, have you seen Captain Marvel yet?
I just watched Captain Marvel last night.
Okay, so
Hence why I postponed this for an extra week once I was like actually kind of back in town.
So do we so
we can
talking about
totally do spoilers on this podcast too, guys.
Right.
So if you're listening,
yep.
expect spoilers because we work in the film industry and we don't give a crap if you've already watched it or not.
And also fuck off because I actually haven't seen it.
Oh, shit.
I actually know everything about it without even seeing it. That is pretty much what this world is at this point.
You read too much stuff.
Well, no, I did it on purpose because I didn't think it was going to be good. I thought from trailer 1, this looked like pandering, stupid, meme garbage. And from what I've seen from reviews, from really strong breakdowns, I was pretty much right. I feel like this is probably going to be the Last Jedi of Marvel, except it's not going to derail the franchise because luckily it's her own stupid little story.
Yeah.
That I maintain that you don't actually have to see. I think Endgame's going to come out, and hopefully, as long as she doesn't become the OP ex machina of everything, I think Endgame's going to be awesome, and then I can go back and watch Captain Marvel and go, meh, that was funny. At the end of the day, I think I could tell from the trailers that it was a fast, just unpolished movie that they needed to put out in between everything to keep the hype with just a bunch of really stupid jokes and apparently a lot of retconning that also makes me mad. So that being said, let's toss it to you who actually saw it, and then we'll go from there. How about that?
So
what is your initial take, my man?
My initial take is so all right. It wasn't the best thing Marvel put out, of course. It was not Infinity War.
But to also be fair, I mean, Thor Dark World exists.
Right.
Black Panther still exists. And I would probably throw Iron Man 3 into that game too. So
yes.
Not that the bar's been set high by some good movies, but
now
dude.
I did the opposite as you though. I didn't watch any trailers for fucking Captain Marvel.
Awesome.
I didn't see any of that stuff. So
that's lucky.
I went into it and I knew there was gonna be scrolls and all that crap.
Yep.
But I didn't know anything else about it, and I never was a Captain Marvel fan growing up. So I mean,
and I would just say, just go into it, just saying but we're critiquing a movie. We're not critiquing comic books into movies. Blah blah blah.
Right. But as somebody going into the movie completely fresh on it, I still felt let down by it.
Yep.
Like I feel that Ant-Man Wasp had more of a stake in the universe than Captain Marvel did.
So essentially, what I'll derive from that is that, because I think I feel you in the same way. Ant-Man and the Wasp is another throwaway movie. I think you don't really need it.
But it did need to be done for takes for Endgame.
Literally, you just needed it for the cutscene or the end scene, the quantum realm stuff.
Right.
Which again, I think that movie did a lot of really cool shit. Ant-Man and the Wasp did some really, really cool stuff. Their fight scenes are great. Wasp is awesome.
Of course, it was more just Wasp and old man and not Ant.
which I was pseudo fine with because I mean Ant-Man just like whatever. It's Paul.
I guess
Rudd
technically they did do Ant-Man and Wasp. It was just older Ant-Man instead. So
yeah, but
if you look at it that way, but
my whole deal with that one is that they break a lot of their own lore, like when it comes to the mechanics of the fighting, like the shrinking and getting big and stuff.
Yeah.
Like, well, he gets small and he can still punch somebody with the strength of a normal man. That's awesome. So when they shrink the building down, why can the dude just drag it with a suitcase? Fuck you. It should still be heavy as a building. But anyway, that's more for that shit. But I would say that movie, Ant-Man and the Wasp, gives you something that's very, very important to the overall arc of the phase. Unlike Captain Marvel, which really all it does is introduce an OP character that you don't need and retcons about 3 things and introduces something from a backstory that people wanted really, really badly and did it in a fucking stupid way for a stupid fucking joke. And am I allowed to swear on this? I want to make sure that we
are
can do that.
doing uncensored.
All right, cool. If you want to bleep me, I would love to be bleeped. I think it's hilarious, but at the same time, I want everyone to know I said fuck a couple of times there, because I think Captain Marvel is fucking trash, and I don't even have to see it to know it.
Now, for Captain Marvel, let me get back to that one since I did see it.
Yeah.
Like I said, there's no stake in the movie. It's kind of like one of those ones you just go and see it.
It's an origin movie.
Just to see it. It's an origin movie with,
montages,
characters that we've already met. Like they put Nick Fury in there. I wish Coulson was showing up a lot more than what they did.
Dude, can we talk about that?
They cut him in.
Yeah.
Like he probably had like maybe 3-4 minutes screen time in that movie.
You know why they did that?
Why?
I will guess personally. I actually haven't seen this in a video or any reviews or anything. I will bet you $1 million they did that only to shoehorn in some kind of thing because Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. got renewed for 1 more season.
That's what I'm thinking.
I guarantee you that's why that happened.
I was like, oh, so what are they going to do with Coulson next season? He's going to be a Skrull or some shit?
Yep. And because, I mean, that last season of Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. was all right. It was pretty good. It was okay.
We're going to talk about that later.
Okay, sorry. Yeah,
because I got some shit.
Dude, you gotta bring
me
back. I'll go off.
Okay,
yeah.
But
keep going on Marvel.
Oh yeah,
man.
Captain Marvel. So yeah, it had its visually, it was decent. I mean
Marvel,
it wasn't the end fight scene did not look anything like the end fight scene in Black Panther, so it had that going for it.
Yeah, good. God damn,
it was
dude,
actually
that's
rendered,
so bad.
So
bad.
It didn't look like a PS2 game cut.
Fucking cutscene. And I love how people make fun of that. They're like, oh, PS2 cutscene. I'm like, you know what? That makes us sound like shitty fanboys. It's like, okay, fine. Let's cut back to I don't know, Terminator 3. How about that? You don't like that CGI? Let's talk about Kristanna Loken running around like an asshole with crappy CGI. That's what it looked like. Like, come on, man. Like, with that budget, it's like, what happened is the studio just said, let's pump this out.
Yeah.
And Captain Marvel just shows it, dude. And it's
it was one of those movies that it has a sense of it was rushed out.
Yep.
But it was at least rendered out right.
Yeah, God. Yeah.
But at the same time, it was like it wasn't as rushed as the first Captain America movie. It had more of a feel of like there's a story here where we're trying to tell it. We're not trying to rush it out, even though they were rushing it just to get it out. What, a month before Endgame or a month and a half before Endgame?
And you're talking Captain America, the first Avenger.
Captain America, the first Avenger, yes.
Which
they rushed out.
Which no longer should be the title, by the way.
Right.
From what I've been told. So
wait, why?
Because he's no longer the first Avenger, thanks to the lore of this movie. So that title is now inconsistent with the canon of their own movie. Yeah, there you go. You're welcome. You're welcome. I just saw your fucking eye go to the sky. Look at him. He just had self-inflection, everyone. I wish you all could see that. We're gonna link dump his fucking reaction right there because you just realized they fucked that up, didn't they?
But Captain America did take place before this movie did.
Way before.
So he's
still the first Avenger.
Yes.
But
they don't come up with anything until the end of this one.
He's not the first Avenger.
Correct.
He's the first character. You can call him the first superhero. You can call him the first white American man. You can call him whatever you want. She is the first Avenger now. It is, and I'm pretty sure, I'm willing to bet Sam Jackson there's probably like a file that gets thrown on somebody's desk that says something Avenger.
It's kind of like
her fucking stupid name on it.
It's kind of like
some kind of dossier.
a Word document. It's a Word document. Because it's the 90s, so they kind of try and push the 90s tech, how lame it was and shit. Which they do that stuff. And
get out of here.
So they put in... So it's supposed to be 95. I'm guessing they don't actually say 1995, but the scene...
Don't they make a Kevin Smith reference?
Yes, the scene with Stan Lee dates it to 1995.
So there you go.
So it has to.
I like it. Close enough.
In 1995, I remember using a computer in 1995. Okay.
Okay.
The ones that they were.
How old were you, buddy? Throw it out there.
What was I? 9.
Come on. There you
9.
go. There you go.
Yeah,
Math.
9.
Math is the worst, baby. Math is the worst. I believe I was a year younger than you.
Yes.
87. Yeah.
So.
Right. Math.
The computers in the 90s were.
Green screen,
green
crap.
and green and black and orange and black a lot of the
Pretty
times,
much.
especially the early 90s. But all the shit that they had in the movie were computers that were like closer to 2000, 2002.
Probably like those like colored back Macs that were coming out in your fucking.
It was weird though because they had
IBM all over the place.
They had like Windows 95.
Yeah, fair enough.
So
yeah,
it had that, but it was like. The graphics just looked a lot better than the computers I remember in the 90s for them being everywhere. Like, people had a computer in their house in 95. Which to me, 95, not everyone had a computer in their house.
Yeah.
So everywhere they went, there was a freaking computer there. And it's like, no, that's not how it was.
Kind of like if you went back to a period piece and everybody had like a fucking TV in their living room when obviously like only like 5 people had it. No, I feel you. On top of that, like fucking kudos to Disney for being able to get Windows 95 shit in their Apple fucking universe, man. Nicely done. And again, this is all the fun part because I'm going to show you how shitty this movie is. How predictable it was is that I guarantee you they figured out some fucking stupid reason to why she just doesn't show up to help anybody.
They do.
Yeah,
and I guess
like she
they
gets super
don't
OP,
show
blows
it.
everybody up, and then gets probably hit in the head with a fucking boner.
No, they don't show it in the movie why she doesn't show up for like 24 years. They don't show it in the movie. They only explain it even in the 2 cutscenes at the end. Oh shit!
Spoiler. But
yeah. What?
I'm just fucking with you. Spoiler. 2 after credit scenes.
Yeah. Whatever.
It was a joke. It was
Stingers.
a joke.
The 2 stingers. Everyone knows there's 2 stingers at the end.
Yeah.
I Google
Actually,
it right before I go see. No, there's 2. I watched.
Is there just 2?
I waited till they kicked me out. I was like, "There's gotta be something else. There has to be to make it better."
I know for a fact this movie is not good because of the 3 things I've always heard. 1, it was fun. It's like, okay, that's never a good sign.
It wasn't that fun though. Like there was a few parts in there with a freaking cat that were kind of
Goose! Way to steal that shit from Top Gun, bro. Like, come on. Like, I get what you're doing and fuck off. And she even does like the like dude symbol.
Yeah.
It's like, get the fuck out of here with that. Like I even saw like 3 little snippet scenes, and her friend, the black lady, seems awesome. She seems like she is more of a character than Brie Larson. And honestly, I'd be willing to bet she's probably not in. It's all flashback shit. She's probably not even a real character. Probably dead.
She's a real
probably
character.
Dead half the.
She shows she's.
But is she in the movie longer than like 2 minutes?
Oh
like,
yeah.
There's no way.
Yeah.
For real?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank God.
They actually utilize her for a decent amount of the film and stuff, and so they did a decent job with some supporting characters, and they didn't rely just on Brie Larson and Sam Jackson for the whole damn movie, which was good because you couldn't. But they also kind of let things fade where they should not have faded. Again, with Coulson, he needed more screen time. Damn it.
Okay, so I just need the nerds out there because we don't have to have a discussion about this. This is something that really, really bothered me, just visually, because I've had a problem with Fox doing this, like seeing a lot of scenes from other movies in locations that are obviously the same location always, all the time. Is it just me or the stupid scene with Fury and Larson sitting at the table and then she like blasts the fucking jukebox? That is 100% the same bar that Chris Pratt and Bryce Dallas Howard are sitting in for Jurassic Park Fallen Kingdom. Or Jurassic World. It has to be. They didn't put him in the booth because it's the exact same location. Almost shot at the exact same angle, just at a different table. And
I'm not too sure. I don't remember that movie that well because it wasn't that great of a movie. So
Jurassic World, the first one, I gave it the gimmick, and I'm like, I could watch it.
Right.
It's garbage. It's a terrible movie. It's a fucking terrible film. And if you think it's good, go watch the first one and realize that you're wrong. But for a lot of the like polished nostalgia stuff, that's good. It's whatever. But I'm just getting really sick of seeing, because Disney owns everything, they're just constantly using.
Well, Disney doesn't own
locations.
Jurassic. Well, Disney didn't own Jurassic Park till now. Till like just
They
a
own
couple
Jurassic
days
World,
ago.
bro. Like they own. Nah, get out of here. They probably own those sets. Get out of here. Anyway,
Yeah, they probably own the sets, the studios, and everything.
That was a tangent. I had to do it. So if some nerd can like do the whole like you know when
Go
naked,
analyze
fascinating
that
pictures
shit.
Yeah, like look for like the beauty marks in the bar and stuff, and make sure that it's actually that bar being naked. I'd appreciate it. But anyway, okay, so back to what you were saying about how
The characters,
the comedy
and the characters. The comedy is not well whatsoever.
Just not thought, because what I got from the trailers is they goddamn did they want to make her Tony Stark so fucking bad, and they couldn't. One, the writing is garbage. So I mean, Brie Larson has an Academy Award, so it's hard to knock her
for
acting
The
because of that.
Room, in case anyone's interested.
Sure, whatever.
Or Room, whatever.
I would also argue that Black Panther has Oscars now. So
yes,
that shit's just, it's over.
So does Bohemian Rhapsody, and it didn't deserve any.
How dare you? How dare you? Probably not, but it is a good film. It is. Bohemian Rhapsody is fucking fantastic. You're just wrong. Probably didn't. Okay, maybe it didn't deserve an award, but
how does a movie that's using songs, pre-recorded songs, win most of the freaking music or sound awards? Explain this to me, because you're more of a sound guy than me. So explain that to me.
Audio mixing. Just because.
That's stupid.
It's throughout the rest of the movie. They do big ass concerts and stuff, and you feel like you're in a live venue while you're also on top of a bunch.
I watched that movie and I just felt embarrassed that it was a movie.
You're insane. And I love the fact that you said I'm more of an audio guy than you. Didn't you like used to do like actual music production?
I mean, like for
get the fuck out of here with that.
Oh jeez, I spiked.
You want to throw me under that bus? You're insane. You sir are insane. That movie is fantastic, and you need a hug.
Oh god, it was all right. It was okay.
But
when they weren't doing anything but singing.
But dude, fucking like Brie Larson can act. Don't get me wrong, she can act.
So the best part of Captain Marvel.
Oh, easily got to be the villain, and then they fuck it over anyway. So who cares?
The villains still.
Ben Mendelsohn.
They weren't even that good.
Can we talk about No, I'm just saying individually. Ben Mendelsohn, who plays the main Skrull. How did this fucking generic ass looking white dude become the end all be all for villainy in the Disney universe? He has been the bad guy in almost 10 films in the last 5 years. It's insane. He was the bad guy in Rogue One. He was the bad guy in Ready Player One. Not a coincidence. They both have one in the title. Yeah, it totally is. I'm just being an asshole. But, Sixth Sense. 13 Monkeys. Numbers. Fucking dude, Ben Mendelsohn is a great actor. Don't get me wrong. But what the fuck? Holy typecast. And because, sorry, a better female movie came out by James Cameron. I cannot believe the world is sleeping on James Cameron. Alita Battle Angel. Let's talk about, not a fucking fantastic film by any means.
So don't talk about that.
Not a fantastic film by like any means, but it's really, really well done. It's better than Captain Marvel, and Christoph Waltz is a god to villainry and just acting in general. Ben Mendelsohn is good, do not get me wrong, but holy shit is he being overused.
Yeah.
I
think he did a good job in this one though, as how they utilized him.
Yeah.
One thing I was hoping for, there's a scene where she is fighting off like I don't know how much you know, so I don't want to spoil too much.
No, just bring it. I honestly
okay,
do
so
not
she's
intend
fighting
to see
off
this movie.
the Kree Supreme people that are in charge of the Kree in general.
This shows how bad this movie is, by the way, that he remembers nothing.
Yeah, I don't remember exactly what the heck they call them. So she's fighting them, but no one's supposed to have ever seen them, so they only appear to you as someone that you would feel company
or whatever. The cat turns out to be or whatever.
No,
isn't the cat like a whole complete different?
Yeah,
thing?
whole completely different thing. Different thing.
Fucking stupid. Anyway, continue.
So when she's fighting it off at the end of the movie, and she destroys it. Now the whole lore during the movie was no one knew what they looked like or anything like that. They were just in charge of the Kree.
Yeah.
So I thought, in my opinion, from what I've heard from the other movies, especially Guardians of the Galaxy, that maybe that thing would have turned out to be like Thanos, since it's controlling the Kree.
And so you're gonna get shit because you said Thanos, but that's cool.
Thanos.
Potato. Got you.
Whatever. But so I thought it would have been cool to see that happen, or at least to see a glimpse of him anywhere in the movie, since they're dealing with Kree. Yeah. And so I was just like, okay, you guys dropped the ball there. Plus, she's gonna come back and help defeat him. So why not have a little hint there? Now they do toss the Tesseract into the movie.
Who cares?
But like, that was cares? Like I was like,
who cares? Really? Who cares?
It was one of those throwaway things.
That was Disney prequel writing to a T, especially after seeing Solo, which is fucking garbage. Disney. I
disagree.
You're dumb. Disney cannot do prequels. They cannot do fan service.
That was another thing they tried to do.
They are terrible at fan service.
They tried to explain, and they utilized this point multiple times in the movie of Nick Fury's eye. So they tried to
horseshit!
Explain like how he freaking loses his eye, and like they hint at it one time where he like gets hit or some shit in the eye, and they're like, "Is your eye okay?" And he's like, "Oh yeah," because he has like a cut over his eye.
So stupid.
But then then at the end of the movie, of course, they show how he loses his eye. I'm like, that has nothing to do with how he lost his eye in any variation of the comics that they ever showed. How he loses his eye.
It's why I'm saying they did it for a joke. And that is Disney to a T. Like how Chewbacca got his name. Are you fucking kidding me? Or how Han Solo got his name. You're fucking dumb. Disney, you are fucking shit up. And this, I want you to know, I'm about to get mad. Fucking Michael, bro, we are going to talk about how... Dude, this podcast is going to be like 6 hours fucking long. I'm telling you right now, this nostalgia thing you're talking about... You know how people used to say, like, oh, stop doing it. It's ruining our childhoods. Blah, blah, blah. I did not ever subscribe to that rhetoric years ago. It's like, go ahead, remake a movie. If it sucks, it sucks. And I get to go, you guys suck and you're not good at what you do. But they are literally ruining our childhoods now. They are rewriting lore. They are rewriting our characters right in front of our eyes. And it's fucking terrible. At the end of the day, I've asked everybody about that stupid cat twist.
It wasn't funny, though. It wasn't funny.
No, because it's important to me. It's important to me to get both sides of everything. Like when it comes to art, it's completely subjective, and I understand that. But when it comes to movies and paintings and anything artistic, there is a right and wrong way to do stuff. There wouldn't be colleges and classes and experts and things like that if it wasn't an actual science. It's a reason why stories have certain arcs. We have phases. We have this. We have that. This fucking reveal was done for a joke. 100%. It was just for a joke. These people sit and go, well, I thought it was funny. And I go, congratulations, dude. You did exactly what they wanted you to do at that moment. This movie wanted you to go, just like Last Jedi when fucking Luke throws his goddamn lightsaber over his fucking shoulder. And I'm not even a Star Wars fan. Don't even get me wrong. I could give a damn. I'm a Lord of the Rings dude. Give me the fucking Fellowship all day. When Luke throws that fucking lightsaber over, it was done for a fucking chuckle. And people did it. And it was fucking funny for that 32 seconds or the 2.5 seconds that it happened. People are going to watch this movie. They're going to chuckle at it, think it's kind of cute. Ha ha ha, whatever. But now when you go back to Winter Soldier, which apparently is like, I mean, I don't subscribe to the idea that Winter Soldier is the best movie in the canon, but it's fucking fantastic. It's when the Russos kind of made their debut. It's when we understood that these movies could be bigger than just garbage. I still maintain Thor did that before that, and people just kind of didn't accept it. Thor is one of my favorite films in the franchise because it did something different after Iron Man. But that's neither here nor there. We can get on that later.
Thor actually got emotional too. Unlike everything up to it was not really an emotional charge.
I could do a whole podcast on Thor. Thor is fucking fantastic. It has a different aesthetic. It has a different everything.
Right.
But it's really, really well done. And because of the way it started out, even if you don't like it, it makes where Thor is now in the lore so much more special because he actually has the biggest arc of any character in this entire franchise. But again, don't care. I could do that for days. My whole deal is that now when you go back to Winter Soldier and fucking Nick Fury has that moment where he goes, the last time I trusted someone, and he had the reveal, the whole reveal of the eye. We've all wanted it. It finally happened and they did it in a cool way. And he goes, the last time I trusted somebody, I lost an eye. And think about that moment in that movie. The first time you saw it.
They do make...
Fuck off. Let me finish.
Okay.
No, let me fucking finish. You're going to sit there and you're going to go, there is so much heavy weight to that. He is sharing it to Robert Redford. He does the cool thing where they like scan his fucked up eye and you're like, how did it happen? Did it happen in a war? Did he actually like, maybe Widow did it because she had to? Something happened and it could have been really, really cool. And now you're going to watch that scene and go, fucking Goose. And you're going to be, Goose? It's a cat.
But he does trust the cat.
Who gives a shit? It's so fucking dumb. It was done for a joke, and it fucking ruins lore. I hate it. It's fucking dumb. And if you thought it was funny in the moment, congratulations. You got played.
It was not funny in the moment, by the way, guys.
And in 5 years, you're going to fucking hate it. It's going to come back. It's going to be like... And even honestly, like Infinity War will not hold up in 10 years. It won't. It's a fucking fantastic film. And
it's just like the Avengers movie. The Avengers movie was awesome when it came out, but now it's just like, you know.
How dare you? Avengers is great.
Nah.
I will defend Avengers, the very first Avengers. I will defend it till the day I die. And you know why? Because I watched them try to do it with Justice League, and I have seen literally the best and worst versions of Avengers, and Avengers is still great. Captain America's costume is fucking retarded, but that movie is fucking phenomenal. It is fantastic. It was something that hadn't been done. That is I always say Avengers, people will grow up not appreciating that because they have a world with other movies. It's like when Jimi Hendrix made his Guitar Talk for the first time. It's like those people lived in a world where somebody didn't have him do that for the national anthem. It was fucking cool. It was super cool. They did it, and he did it well. And then he tried to do it in Age of Ultron and kind of missed the mark. But I still think Age of Ultron is a great movie. I think it gets a little more hate than it should. I think really the worst part about that is Ultron himself.
Right.
Because James Spader is fucking dumb. That whole thing was dumb.
Yeah.
They should have just made him a robot and it would have been fine. And it introduced Claw, Andy Serkis' Claw, which was fucking fantastic. And then another reason why which is another reason why Black Panther sucks dick.
Yeah, so bad. They killed off a great character really fast in the franchise for him.
Black Panther is not good. I was one of those guys who went into the theater, cheered his ass off. Thought it was the greatest thing ever. I bought it immediately. I bought it immediately on Blu-ray when it came out. Watched it twice. Had multiple people fall asleep while I was watching it. And then I rethought it. I go, is this movie good? And I rewatched it and I go, no, it is not good. Michael B. Jordan is hot. Shuri is a cool character. And that's about it. Everything after that, it's Black Panther sucks. He's so much cooler in Civil War. I will still argue that Civil War might be
and then they kind of like trashed him too. Trashed him
in
Infinity War. It's like
he's
they just kept switching them up every movie he's in.
He's a bitch.
Yeah.
He's an absolute bitch.
He gets worse. I feel.
I would say Black Panther did to T'Challa what Iron Man 3 did to Tony Stark. 100%. 100%. You go back and watch that movie. Everybody talks about how Michael B. Jordan is the greatest villain of all time. He's in that movie for 10 minutes. Mm-hmm. He's not in that movie as long.
That's also the first time that in the Marvel universe that they gave like more backstory, more feel, more emotion to a villain.
I would
besides
argue wrong.
Loki.
Thank you. Okay.
I will say that.
Nope, that's cool. Nope, I will give you that. There are a couple other villains that you could say maybe, but no, I would absolutely agree with that. No.
Because other than Loki, there was really no one that stands out anyways. Like Red Skull, there was nothing there. There was nothing there.
No. It's like we knew who the villain was and we went through, and it's like we have Hugo Weaving and it works. And and it even proved that they replaced him for Infinity War and it was fine. I actually like that. A lot of people hated that. I was like, I kind of tied up an end from that movie because I was like, where the hell did he go? Did he just dissipate?
Right.
I'm actually happy that he at least existed in the universe in some way. I think that's cool. And the fact that he was holding the Soul Stone, I like the idea that maybe he could come back and be a villain down the road. But I'm assuming Chris Evans and Robert Downey are pretty close to done. I know Chris Evans is done. He'll be done. Robert Downey will probably stick around.
He'll keep doing little cameos or something.
Yeah.
Like he did
He's
for
gonna hand the
Spider-Man.
reins off. He'll hand the reins off to somebody. Honestly, I would like Riri to never be introduced, and I think Shuri could take over the Iron Man thing. I think that's a really dumb fan fiction idea, but it's like if somebody's gonna take up the armor, I'd be okay with her because at least she'd put vibranium in it and make it kind of cool. And you know, she looks like Riri, obviously, because she's black. And but she's awesome. She's a great character. I think she's a cool character. But the problem is I mean, what do you do with her? What do you do with her 2 years down the road? Honestly, I think this franchise, you might finally feel the fatigue after Endgame. I think.
Oh yeah, definitely.
I
Unless they
believe,
really do something that switches the game up, like, but they have to do something really good.
They won't. They're gonna ruin this.
Because I mean, they're even brought James Gunn back now to do Guardians 3 again, which it's cool. So he gets to finish off his story, you know. But it's like, okay, so
but we're too far gone. We're too far gone, baby. We're too far gone. I think Endgame is literally titled perfect. I think we all want this to continue and blow our minds and be incredible. It won't.
Until they do Avengers versus X-Men.
Not gonna happen. You will never see that in our lifetime. And on top of that, Captain Marvel's gonna ruin it. I think she's gonna come in, and the same thing that everybody is scared of. She's gonna come in and punch Thanos in the face, and the game's over.
Right.
I mean, how else do you write that? Honestly, unless you take her powers away, how do you write that? Like, she's OP. She's too OP. Let me, before we get back into it, I want you to keep going on the movie because I think it's important that we keep going on it. This is how I would have done it. And everybody can tell me to suck a dick or, I'm a shill or whatever you want to call it.
All right, go suck a dick then.
I think the Skrulls should not have been introduced. I think they should have been hinted at. I think Captain Marvel should have been a fighter pilot doing a cool thing. It was back in the 90s, so maybe have her do something in, what was that? It was like Desert Storm, I think it was. It was like the Bill Clinton era of presidency, I think. She could have been fighting there, saved her friends, done something a little heroic. If you were going to rip off Captain America, rip off Captain America. Just do it, but do it in a modern 90s way. And I think people would have really liked it, like a Hurt Locker kind of feel. Let her do that. And then at the end of the movie, realize that her best friend, maybe her black friend who sticks out and does everything, she ends up being a Skrull at the end. We hint at Skrull. That'd be a perfect fucking next phase for after Thanos. It's
right.
I said Thanos for you. You're welcome.
Thanos.
Thanos, it's like...
it's all spelled the same. Doesn't matter.
Because everybody thinks it's like, we want to go to Galactus after that. I'm like, no. I would like it to be dialed back.
That's the thing is, when you're introducing these bigger characters like Captain Marvel, they're going to have to bring in bigger villains. Otherwise, it's like you just punch them and they're gone. Like, who can be the villain? Like, they're going to do probably Captain Marvel too. So who's going to be a villain in that
Skrulls. They're
isn't going to be such a big thing?
They're going to try and do Secret Wars. And honestly, there's no weight to it.
Right.
Because they could have even done something because...
But is she going to stay on Earth, though? After Endgame, is she going to stay or is she going to go back and do what she did?
But who cares about all those whose what's ifs? They did it wrong. They introduced it wrong. Skrulls were going to be a good way to bring it back to just Earth, where it was just intermingling. Do we trust people? Blah, blah, blah. And then once that phase was over, then you bring Galactus in and he's the new Thanos because they have Fantastic Four and all of that stuff. Or even if that didn't work, do the Skrulls. That didn't work, then go to Doctor Doom because Doctor Doom is awesome.
Right, and I hope they do something with Doctor Doom, but without Fantastic Four. They're not going to get there. That. Maybe to introduce him, possibly.
I think I might be the only person on the planet who wants a Fantastic Four movie to really do well.
I want one to do good, but I really like the
first one. I really like the first one, and in a very, very I'm embarrassed kind of way to say it. It's not a good movie. No, I thought the Fantastic Four was a good casting except for Jessica Alba. Granted, I'm very, very, very happy that Chris Evans became Captain America. He's awesome. I think it could work, dude. A Fantastic Four movie could work. It really could. If Deadpool could work, Fantastic Four can work. If Incredibles can work, Incredibles was Fantastic Four. The problem is nobody goes after the tone. It's a family. At the end of the day, I don't understand why movies aren't treated like sitcoms. Most of the episodes, you come in the middle of the problem.
Right.
Come in at the middle of the problem. I don't need a fucking origin story. Nobody does. That's why Spider-Man Homecoming worked.
Yeah.
Even if you didn't like Spider-Man Homecoming, I don't care. It was a good movie.
So with Fantastic Four, what they could do is hint it off in another movie, this family, have it in the background in a news channel or something on TV about that stuff. Because they did the same thing. So I thought, okay, cool. We're not going to get an origin story for Doctor Strange. We're going to jump into it because they had talked about him. Hydra had talked about him.
Yep.
In Captain America Winter Soldier, I think, or one
Winter
of those.
Soldier.
Yeah.
I think.
So it's like, why do we didn't need a whole movie to explain how he got the way he is. It was fun. Doctor Strange was a good movie, but you could have jumped into that. You need a
smart person. Imagine an old Tony Stark. You start to go ahead and gray up Robert Downey Jr. because he'll come back. He'd come back for cameos and shit. Not a real contract thing. He'll come in. Let Shuri be the smarty pants. But imagine if they introduced Reed Richards. He takes over as the smart guy. He plans stuff out. He can help them out. And then you just have the rest of the team kind of there to back everybody up.
Yeah.
Then we could do like a cool buddy movie, like a buddy cop movie, like we did with Thor and Hulk. We could do it with
Hulk and Thing.
That'd be so great. Or if anything, we could do Thing and someone else. Whoever.
Could we finally see the Thing take Hulk down?
Thing and Captain Marvel would be cool.
There you go.
I'd watch that. I would absolutely watch that. I'm just saying I don't have a problem with Captain Marvel. I think it was bad casting. Absolutely. 100%. I think it was bad casting, and I think it was rushed. I think it should have been held out until after Endgame, because Endgame is going to be this beautiful
right. They
send-off.
could see what they could have done. They still could have did Captain Marvel how they did it. Whatever, I don't care.
Sure.
If they're gonna do it that way, do it that way. But like you said, they could have held off till after Endgame.
But you saying that proves that movie should not have been done the way it was done.
Right.
But
they still could have done it after Endgame and just gone back to it to be like, here's the backstory, like they did with Wonder Woman after Batman vs. Superman. They went back and did her story as her telling the story to Bruce Wayne. That's kind of.
Don't ever use DC as an example.
It had an idea.
But I see what you're
okay, we're going to
about.
Introduce this character, then we're going to go and do the backstory. We're not going to just introduce him and you'd be like, well, who the hell is this? You know?
No, I completely agree.
So
100% agree. Yeah.
And I feel they should do that with some more certain characters that just don't hold a whole lot of weight. But like
I said, man, I mean, imagine after Thanos is done, everything happens and everybody comes back, right? Everybody comes undusted and the world is back. Now imagine that we introduce the Skrulls. So now everyone's been reintroduced back to the planet. And everybody knows that 50% of the population disappeared and they came back. And now, guess what? We can't trust 50% of the population anymore. And the whole world knows it. Right. You know how fucking cool of a concept that could be? It would have been fucking fantastic. And they fucked it up, dude.
Here's another one, though.
Here's
another one,
and you know I'm right.
On Avengers. We'll go back to the first Avenger movie. It says, why are you... No.
Or no.
The actual first Avenger movie.
Okay, Joss Whedon. Gotcha.
Joss Whedon, yes. Where... They say, so why are you developing these weapons with the Tesseract, using the tech to develop the weapons? I believe it was Sam Jackson said because of him and points to Thor. Because of Thor coming down.
Okay.
But Captain Marvel proves they knew there were beings from other planets already.
Done. Dude, I'm telling you, this movie, look, because we're talking about it, you're finding more problems in it.
Oh, I thought that right away. I was like, wait a minute. If the Tesseract's there and the Skrulls are there.
This movie is garbage, bro. It's garbage.
Crazy.
I do not have to. At this end, and I'll be arrogant till the day I die. I cannot help it. There are very few things that I feel smart on, and movies is one of the ones of the twos of the ones of the things that I feel smarts about. Because, God damn it, dude. That trailer came out, and I just go, this is fucking shit. Like, the whole, like, her falling down and raising up again. I'm like, you straight up made this movie for the trailer. You made this movie for the trailer. No, the thing where she, like, falls and, like, she always does the pose where she's, like, getting up and getting up.
Oh, yeah, they use that in the movie for, like, a flashback thing of, like, her getting back up.
Yeah, it's a montage. It's a fucking Rocky montage. It looks like Rocky 4.
They use it as, like, a thing of, like, when humans fall down, what do? We get back up.
And it's gay. It's all over the trailer.
Yeah.
It's all over the trailer. And I knew this movie was garbage when the second trailer came out and they did the thing where it's like, her, a hero. And I'm like, oh, okay. So as long as she's got a vagina, she's a winner.
Right.
I'm just saying that the marketing is wrong.
Yeah.
The marketing is wrong. They did it with Wonder Woman. And then that even makes another point to Disney where it's like, go fuck yourself, dude. We already had it with Wonder Woman. DC beat you to it, dude.
Yeah.
It's the one thing that DC beat you to, and I will argue they did it well. I think they did a good job. The third act of Wonder Woman is garbage. It's absolute shit. The rest of the movie is passable, especially for that universe. Dude, Chris Pine is great. again, it's a Captain America ripoff through and through. But
it was
well
executed better. It was executed
well
a lot
better.
better.
It was fine. I'll give it to you. It's not a great movie in any way, shape, or form, but they did what they could with what they had, and they beat Marvel to it. Marvel's stupid, dude. They should have had a Black Widow movie years ago, even if it was just like some short film nonsense between movies. They should have done it. Or and
they kept pushing her into the background of every man movie that they were doing.
Yeah,
it's like,
and
why?
It's bullshit because
like,
she's cool. They make her cool. They make her cool in every movie, and they give her a cool scene, and it's just like, dude, I'd watch a movie with you. Like, but then I'd argue, like, fuck you guys. Like, everybody just cries too much. Like, Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. is great.
Yes.
The
first
season
was
garbage.
like,
Garbage. It's absolute garbage.
Was it the whole first season, or they came back in the second?
Whole season. The Hydra thing didn't happen till like I think mid second season. And that's when it got good.
No, it was mid first season, I thought.
Nope. Second.
Okay. I'll go off your word.
Because you had August Rush, Gunn from Angel.
Yes.
Fucking shout out to Angel. Fuck yeah. Great.
He kept showing up. He kept showing up in every season.
He's cool, dude. It sucks. Like, they shoehorned him in too hard. He's a good actor, and
we'll have to do a whole cast on Angel and Buffy.
Please.
And
yes,
shit.
please.
So.
And I'll even do one on Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. because I actually was a huge hater. I was a huge hater. I saw the first season. I go, I really wanted to like this, and I hated it. And then the second season was garbage. And then the Hydra twist happened, and I go, this is the fucking best thing on TV. Third or fourth season happened, I think, when they met the Asian mom or something, and then I go, this show sucks.
Yeah, I think that was third season where they met Quake's mom.
Yeah. And then I go, this is kind of stupid, and I hate Lincoln. Lincoln's a piece of shit, and they tried to bring in the Inhumans, and
oh my gosh, Inhumans was the worst.
What a fucking
show.
Waste. What a fucking waste. Which sucks because the casting was beautiful and everything looked good aesthetically, and then I saw like 2 promos and I go, they don't know what they're doing. Please stop.
Also, by the way, guys, the Inhumans are technically on Earth, so half of them are gone, half of them are still there.
Yep.
Are any gonna fucking help out in Endgame? No.
And see, and I let that shit go.
No,
it's the same
don't let it go. They want to build a fucking universe. They gotta build a universe.
It's the same thing like Netflix. Like, I'm sorry, like, don't put Jessica Jones and Daredevil and all that shit in.
At least Jessica Jones grounded their characters.
No, don't put that shit in my movies.
With the Inhumans, you have Duke could blow Thanos in half.
Have you seen the new Punisher on Netflix?
I am watching it currently. I'm not finished
Exactly.
yet.
Shut up. Like, I don't want that shit in my movies. So good. That shit is so good. I don't need that shit tainted. Fucking John Berthal was fucking born to play Frank Castle the way Robert Downey Jr. was born to play.
And then they
fucking
canceled
Tony
him.
That's all horseshit.
Yeah, that's all politics. It's all politics.
No. It's coming back. I'll promise you. Mark my fucking words. Dude.
I hope it comes back with the same characters.
Disney.
Though.
It's gonna be renewed on that Disney fucking platform that they're about to
Disney
do.
Plus.
Guaranteed.
Plug.
Guaranteed. Are you fucking kidding me? You really think they're not gonna do a fucking Punisher season 3? You're insane.
I don't know how well this season did. So I haven't finished. So
fuck off. It's so good. If you like the first season, fuck you, dude. Punisher season 1 and 2. It sucks that you do have to watch Daredevil season 2 with all the Frank Castle shit. You have to do it
to watch season 1.
You have to.
Yeah.
You have to, dude. You have to. There is a 13-minute long scene with Frank Castle talking about why he says, what is it? 1 batch, 2 patch, penny and a dime. Penny and a dime. And it might be some.
Well, they also have the famous scene of Daredevil tied to the thing on the roof. That was in season 2, right? Or was that Punisher?
And it was good. That was awesome too.
Yeah.
Anything with John Berthal in it in that season was fucking incredible, dude. The prison scene where he fucks a bunch of dudes up is awesome. They use that for the trailer. It's incredible. But I'm telling you, he everybody knows from like whatever he does, he says 1 batch, 2 batch, penny and a dime. And he explains the origin of why he does that. and Daredevil heard it because Daredevil's, awesome and can hear shit really, really well because he's like super deaf.
Right.
And he goes, "You heard that?" And then he goes on this big thing, and it's like it's some of the best acting I've ever seen. It's fucking good stuff. And then because of that, you're immediately like, this guy is a character. Like, he's 3-dimensional, but he's strong and he's badass. And if you're a military guy, they really, really dive so deep into PTSD and all this kind of stuff. And they do it in such a loving, just truthful, honest way. Like, they don't hold back. And I think anybody who's going through that, I think they'd appreciate it.
Right.
The stuff going around it could be a little difficult to take in, but it's fucking good, dude. That show is so good. It's so good. It's on another level. Jessica Jones is great. Don't get me wrong. David Tennant as the Purple Man is incredible.
I'm waiting to see what they do with season 3 for Jessica Jones because I know that's the last one to drop, and then they're done. So
I think it'd be good. I think they were fine with season 1.
We'll talk about all the shows. Another time. You wanted to keep bitching about Captain Marvel, didn't you? Even though you haven't even seen it yet.
Dude, I'm the king of tangent. I'm the king of tangents, man. You will learn this. I think we're gonna piss off every fucking listener in the world. And and in the comments, dude, like, please, like, in the comments, like, timestamp, like, no, well, like, time. Well, you're gonna call me fat and stupid, and we're gonna have to go kill.
They can't even see you, dude.
Well, you and I are going to have to kill each other, like kill ourselves like 5 or 10 times based on the comments. But no, just seriously, like, check timestamps and let us know what, like, stories we didn't finish and be like, "Hey, dumbass,
Finish this up.
Please finish this? Could you please finish that? I'd love to know your thoughts." Or, "Hey, you're a fucking piece of shit. Go kill yourself." Oh, wait, yeah. Don't worry. Working on it.
Yeah.
But
and if you
'cause I know how the internet works.
If you listening to this on Facebook, post whatever
you're dumb and
you
grow
want.
up, because MySpace doesn't exist anymore. Did you hear that MySpace deleted like half their shit?
No, it
if
didn't.
not like all of it.
It did not. That is
is
fake
that a hoax?
news.
Did I get fucking Twittered?
That is fake news, sir.
Fuck! I got Twittered.
Damn it. Because I went on there earlier today.
Damn it.
On my MySpace page.
To check? God, you're gay.
Not to check. I was going to download all of my brother's photos off of his old MySpace page.
Fucking okay, so you're grabbing pictures.
So I was grabbing pictures. So for MySpace. So yeah, the whole thing is just a fake hoax, I guess. I don't know if it's a hoax or if like
I like how you said fake hoax.
Yeah, fake hoax. It's a fake hoax. That's a double negative, right? So then it'd be a real hoax. Boom. I just said a Trump tweet, I think.
Bruh. Don't do that. Don't get orange. Don't get orange on us.
So
because we're the red party, the blue party, and the orange party. Don't get that shit twisted.
Green party.
I don't know who that'd be.
I don't know. All right, so no, I don't know what that whole thing was. They said like 50% of everything or something was deleted. Nothing's deleted off of there. Every picture of mine's still on there from freaking 2000 and whatever, whenever I started college back in the day.
Okay, so
you said something earlier though, dude.
No, fuck. Okay.
All right, what do you want to say? Go on.
Well, I was gonna say let's not go back to Captain Marvel.
Okay, we weren't gonna go back to Captain Marvel.
Okay, good. Because
right.
but at least you saw it. What's your
Yes.
recommendation? Should you spend the $8 to go?
I
see
only
this movie?
spent $5 to go see it. So
should you spend the $5 to go see this movie, or
so if you
spend money on it at all?
If you have some free time on a Tuesday and you have an AMC theater near you,
you are also contributing to the box office numbers that shitty people will tell you. That's what makes it a good movie.
Go and see it if you're bored. You do not need this movie whatsoever for Endgame. There's nothing there. If you want to see,
say you need the end credits, that shit'll be on YouTube.
If you want the end credits scene, just watch it on YouTube. If you do go sit in the theater to watch it, don't wait for the stupid end credits. It's just a waste of time. I'll spoil it for you. All it is the cat puking the Tesseract up on Nick Fury's desk as a hairball. Because he eats it earlier in the film.
No, is that really a thing?
Yes.
No, is that really a thing?
Yes.
Bro, that makes me want to see it less. Like, I'm not kidding. They did that for a joke. They did it for a joke.
They have the Tesseract in
Disney, dude.
They have the
Disney.
Tesseract in the freaking lunchbox. And
dude,
she runs off with the lunchbox, and the cat eats the thing so that they can run away with the Tesseract. Anyways, we said we weren't going to talk about the movie anymore. My recommendation is, if you have some free time and $5, go see it if you want. If not, don't go see it. If you're going to spend $20 to go see it, don't go see it. Use that $20 to buy it on Blu-ray when it comes out or something.
Yeah,
you know?
for real. Like, if you want,
you don't need it. You do not need it for Endgame. I guarantee you, right before Endgame, they're probably going to show something of Captain Marvel, and all that other stuff. So you already got the scene at the end of Infinity War, showing the beeper. The movie just tells you, oh, this is her handing him the beeper. It doesn't even say really how the beeper works.
Watch the trailer.
Nothing.
It's like, watch the trailer. You'll
I
see
guess
her power,
watch the trailer
she'll
because I have no recollection of the trailer whatsoever. So watch
I'm saying
the
the Captain Marvel trailer.
Yeah.
I actually have had to snooze every comic book, everything.
Yeah,
I will not see an Endgame trailer. I will not do it. I'm going as soon as I can.
I watched the very first Endgame trailer.
Didn't even watch that
just
one.
because people told me it was safe.
All I've seen is the scene where he's on the ship.
Yeah, that's it.
Fucking with his helmet. That is all I've seen.
Yeah.
I refuse to see anymore. Fuck Captain Marvel. I think it's garbage.
I think
it's pandering bullshit, and it fucked lore. And I think if you think it's a good movie, I think you don't know what good movies are. And yeah, there we go. That's what I'm going to say. I'm going to go to the far left and be a libtard, mean, anti-white guy. Am I white? I'm white. I don't go out in the sun. I am Hispanic, by the way. I know people don't believe me because I'm wearing a white shirt and a white hat, and my skin is whiter than normal. But yeah, no, I'm gonna say it. I think Captain Marvel's been one of the biggest missteps of this franchise.
Since
I think
Since Thor 2.
That's just a bad movie. I think that's just a bad movie. Same with Black Panther. The problem is that Black Panther and Captain Marvel have been the two most politicized movies in the last couple of years.
Yes.
And I think that's why those movies suck.
They're trying too hard, I think, but I understand
Black
it.
Panther
But at the
sucks.
same point, you have a franchise that you're trying to build with audiences. A lot of people, they're going to see these movies. Granted, back in the day, comics did have a lot of social justice and stuff with them. X-Men was the number one, but you didn't see X-Men pushing it like hardcore. Like they had the racist type stuff in the background.
It's just the movie.
Mutants versus not.
I'm 100% saying Black Panther's not a good movie. It's one that you will watch it, you will enjoy it. It's super fun, and then you're gonna walk away and go, "What the fuck did I just watch?" Because I will always say, Civil War. You want to see Black Panther be a fucking badass? Watch Civil War. And can I tell you, this is gonna be a good tangent into or at least a nice segue into your nostalgia shit.
Yes, because that's what I was gonna bring up.
That moment in Civil War, when Black Panther and those guys have that fight in the tunnel, the fucking in the fucking car tunnel, and they come out, congratulations, Cap, you're a criminal. And then fucking Black Panther takes his fucking helmet off. That made me want a Power Ranger movie like you fucking read about. Because I'm like, dude, look at his fucking suit. That shit is so cool. And then he takes a fucking helmet off. It's so badass.
Power Ranger style, too. Mighty Morphin Power Ranger style, by the way, guys. It's MMP.
The original
came off the same way.
Trashy, racist, first fucking crew, baby. Fucking Turbo's garbage. Fucking Neo, fucking, oh, god damn, dude. But I just gotta say, like, yeah, to end all that, fuck Captain Marvel. That shit's garbage. Black Panther does not hold up the way you need it. If you want a black hero who is the man, fucking call Miles Morales in the Spider-Verse, because that is the best movie. I still have
not yet watched that.
You are fucking stupid. You are stupid.
Right, so let's not talk about that.
No, we're gonna do a podcast. Can we do a podcast tomorrow about Spider-Verse? You and me.
Yes.
Go get it on digital tonight. Watch that shit. We'll talk about it tomorrow.
Is it out?
It's out, baby.
All right, we'll watch it tonight.
I bought that shit on 4 fucking K, baby. I'm gonna touch myself to this movie.
All right.
Saw it 3 times in theaters. That
Anyways.
anyway.
Stop plugging Marvel. We're like, you're bitching about Marvel and you're plugging Marvel at the same time.
To be fair, that's Sony. That was actually Sony Studios, baby. They came in strong. They learned how to make a movie.
Yeah, after they fucked up with Venom. I mean,
bruh, Venom sucked. Venom was not
good. You mean Venom?
Shut up. That song sucked too. Even drug Eminem down on that shit.
They gave him nothing to work with, though. Really, like,
it's still shitty.
Even if he watched the movie, it's
still
like
shitty track. Doesn't matter. It's still shitty track.
I love how he in the song. So for in the Venom song, you guys don't know what we're talking about for Eminem. In the Venom song, he calls himself a parasite. Yep. In the movie Venom gets pissed off if you call him a parasite. So it's kind of like.
But he is one though.
Yeah,
he's a symbiote. He is a parasite. Doug, get out of here.
It's
get out. Don't talk about things you don't know.
Nope. It's still fucked up.
So we're gonna talk.
He doesn't want to do that. So okay, you earlier.
So we could.
And this is what we originally were going to do this whole podcast on, guys. Sorry, you got to deal with everything else, but not sorry.
Sorry, not sorry.
So John mentioned it earlier. Something about the nostalgia factor that's been in these movies, especially they again with Captain Marvel, they did it bringing in Nick Fury and Coulson. They had that nostalgia thing
or
for
the blockbuster.
What 10
shit
years?
Or...
10 years has been for Marvel, right? Not almost 11.
Yeah, pretty much. We'll just say 10 years because they celebrate the 10 years when Infinity War came out. Blah,
so
blah, blah.
It's going on 11 years, and so it's still nostalgia if they brought in and did a younger Sam Jackson. And then, of course, they did the stupid gag with his eye and all that stuff. So, a few months ago, dude, and this has been bothering me. I think it was right when, like, you see them all the time. Every, like, year or so I've been seeing them. But the stupid meme on Facebook popped up the other day. Well, not the other day. This is now, like, been a month or so. It was a picture of, what was it? Lion King, Aladdin, and something else. Toy Story 4, I think. The new 4, the new 3 coming out.
Aladdin's going to be garbage, by the way.
And it says this, that stupid tag of, what year is it type bullshit, Or they do the one with Robin Williams from Jumanji, and he's like,
and Alan Parrish comes out of the fucking board.
And he's like,
which,
what year
fuck
is
you,
it?
Dwayne Johnson's Jumanji was great. I thought that was going to be fucking garbage, and it was good. It was good.
Yes.
That was well done.
But
anyway.
So
did you like it? Just tell me, did you like it?
Yes.
It was a good movie.
Yes.
I don't give a shit what anybody says. It was fucking fantastic.
I can't wait for the second one. Jumanji
I wish
2,
they were. I 100% wish they weren't making a second one.
I want to see what they're going to do. I guarantee they're going to do different characters.
I'm not even going to go. I loved the first one. I thought it was so good. And then Dwayne Johnson actually surprised me. It was fucking great. You really want to go see the second one?
I don't know if I'm going to see it in theaters. I don't know about that.
But you got kids.
Yeah.
That's a thing. That is a thing. I will tell people, I think sometimes parents enjoy things because of the osmosis of children. Because I could tell you. Oh, yeah. Anyway, sorry.
Anyway.
Get me. Dude, I'm telling you. Get me in the topic, baby.
You got to tell John just to shut up, or I could
will not
mute
stop.
his mic. I could just mute him.
I will not.
And, so we can't hear him at all. But, So, after seeing that poster of the things and blah, 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 and what year is it again for, the 500th time?
Mm-hmm.
Dope Mickey. He's showing me Steamboat Willie. Is it Steamboat Willie?
Fuck yeah, bro.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, we got to cut this.
Yeah, you can't have that song in there. Oh.
Okay, anyway.
Right.
Dude, best short film we ever made, and thank you for being a fucking great camera team member on that one.
Yeah.
That was fucking great. Sorry, anyway.
That's, again, nostalgia. He's just nostalgic for everything.
Yeah, dude, I'm on the nostalgia train.
All right, so with the nostalgia in these movies, so it got me thinking about how nostalgic the millennials are. Unfortunately, I am one.
Wow, he used it. Guys.
I had to use it.
Oh. Be triggered.
Ugh, I hate that word.
Trigger safety.
So how nostalgic a lot of millennials are getting, and you see it just by the movies that are coming out, dude. We have freaking Lion King live action. We had Jungle Book. We had Mowgli, which Netflix did, which is actually really good.
Yeah,
film.
It looks really, really good. I think Andy Serkis helmed that one.
Did he? I'm not sure.
Yeah,
it was
I think
good.
he was actually a producer on it.
Okay.
Let me tell you, just to kind of save you some hate in the fucking comments.
Oh, I don't care about hate.
That is not the audience asking for that shit.
Oh no, it's not. That's the thing.
It is absolutely the studios thinking that we want that.
It's the studio
that shit ain't
execs
real.
that
That shit ain't real.
Like so the shit that we post on Facebook and stuff. You know how people always are posting crap on Facebook about. Like, I always see it like, oh, why isn't this show here anymore? Like, bring back this show on the Netflix.
Yeah, bring back Firefly after 20 years. The Rookie with Nathan Fillion is great, by the way. That's pretty decent.
I mean, if they want to bring back Firefly, but see,
dude,
there
I'd watch the shit out of it. I'd watch the shit out of it.
You get that nostalgia feeling going.
I'll watch the shit out of it. I'll watch the fuck out of it.
Yeah, but you know what I mean. Like, if you're on Facebook, you see lots of dumb posts. Everybody's wanting all this old shit back. I've been.
Get to the point, baby.
Dude.
Get to the point.
But I'm sick of it. Like,
there it is.
I'm just sick of it. Like, all this nostalgia bullshit, like, is ruining films for me. I feel because not only is it people at our age in the 30s, we're that old. In our 30s and 40s are the ones that are starting to run the film industry. I mean, like, you got people younger than us directing Marvel movies, dude. Yeah. It is not.
You got 50-year-olds directing shit, and then really production companies.
Well, how old is
directors don't direct. The last time you saw a director really direct a movie is either the Russos with Infinity War or Taika Waititi with Thor Ragnarok.
Right.
Which is why everybody loved that shit. Is because it was new, it was different. It's John Wick. That's why people like John Wick.
I love John Wick.
That's why I'm saying, like, those are the times you see directors get to do what they want to do. Otherwise, you get things like Justice League, or you get things like fucking
Justice League. Justice League was a mess because they had way too many people's inputs, and oh my goodness.
No, that movie just sucked. DCEU is in shambles. It's done. Let it die. The only thing that came out of that, I will guarantee you, after all of those movies, is that half of Wonder Woman is really, really well done. Gal Gadot is a very, very terrible casting. And the only thing to come out of that was fucking amazing is Henry Cavill looks fucking amazing in that suit because he's hot. And I'm not gay, by the way, but I would touch but I would touch that man. I would touch Superman in that fucking suit. And then Ben Affleck, when he fights all those goons in that warehouse, might be the first time I go, when I saw the 1990s Batman animated series, that was the first time I ever go, I'm watching Batman in real life kick the shit out of people. And it's awesome.
Well, I mean, you think about the freaking 90s Batman movies we had. He couldn't move his neck. He couldn't move like that. It wasn't until, the one with Bane where they actually were able to mobilize his neck, right? They got rid of the cowl because they still had the cowl in. No, he still had that.
Was it Batman? No, it was Batman and Robin.
No. Not that Bane. Sorry.
Oh. Our Bane?
Our Bane.
Like Christian Bale?
Like the voice you do. Yeah, Christian Bale's Batman with Bane.
Wait, do I have a cup? I need a cup. The door for the people. Like, fucking, dude, fuck off though. Like, I will tell people I am unapologetic. This is where, like, this is a moment. Let me.
All right, we're getting off course. Just
no,
stop.
fuck off.
I need another one, dude.
No, I need to set my bars. I need to set my bars because I am shitting on a lot of movies. I'm shitting on a lot of movies, and I get that. Let me tell you, movies are subjective. I understand that. My deal is I like bad movies too, but I know they're not good. Case in point, I think X-Men Origins Wolverine is a fun fucking film. I've watched it 1,000 times. I think Batman and Robin with Arnold Schwarzenegger as Mr. Freeze is so goddamn entertaining. I watched the shit out of those movies. Cool Runnings, amazing. Muppet Christmas Carol, one of the best Christmas movies ever made. Jingle All the Way with Arnold Schwarzenegger, one of the greatest Christmas movies ever made. I understand those are not great films.
Dude.
Those are technically bad, whatever.
Dude. Dude.
But that's what I gotta say.
Dude.
I gotta give you my spectrum.
He's trying to suck up to everybody now.
No, I gotta give you my spectrum. Because those movies are garbage. And like, I get it. Batman and Robin, people hate those fucking movies. It's a great Batman movie. I don't give a shit what anybody says. It's so much fun. They do like the ice skate thing, and then like Mr. Freeze is making stupid quips.
Yes.
And like, oh, it's so good. And Gotham looks really cool. And they have gadgets and shit. And then they have like the Heat Miser and all that shit. It was so much fun.
All right, so
it was so much fun.
We will end up doing, I guess, a podcast about crappy movies that we love.
Bro, I'll tell you, dude. I could talk about movies till I die.
There's a massive list. I could probably write every single name on the house in my walls.
See, you're scared. You're scared of all the info I got up here, bro.
No.
You're scared. I don't even got it written down.
Now he's starting to sound like a stoner. You're scared, dude.
You're scared. You don't even know.
You should probably put it on that tin cap, dude.
Bro, talk about tin caps. Apparently, I need to see Signs by fucking M. Night Shyamalan Ding Dong.
I have still not watched that.
Heard it's incredible. I'm going to watch it because I was told it's a cinematic masterpiece. And I want to see it now. And I want to believe in it. I'm talking to a guy on the internet half a country away because I have nothing else to do with my life.
Me too.
Yeah, how do you like that?
There we go.
See?
All my friends moved up north. Fuckers.
Bruh, that's what I'm saying. So I would have to say...
They took off like Captain Marvel.
I would have to
say...
For
24 years.
Here, let me put it in perspective. If people want to shit on us because of what we say, yes, we went to film school, so we're snobs, right?
No.
Instinctually, we are snobs.
Compared to everyone else we went to school with, fuck them, dude.
Bruh.
We are not snobs. We actually gave everything a chance, you know.
We did, and we actually made good films.
Yes.
I'm just going to say. People kept our sets, and I'm going to say that I was a highly underrated director of that school. Thank you. I'm going to toot that horn. Because you're welcome. A lot of those people in my casts and a lot of those people in my crew went off to do some really cool shit. But again,
we also almost got fired off of a production because of shit that I did,
which was awesome, by the way. Yeah, thank you for that. What? Which one was that?
That was the
How to Make a Woman Wet. It was not even like a real thing.
The school one.
No, that's what I was saying. That was it? Oh, yeah, the gun thing.
The gun thing, yeah.
To be fair, I was gonna back you on that. Till the day I died. No, my deal is that I will take anybody who's passionate. I think people who watch movies every single day know how to be entertained, and they may not understand the mechanics of why they love something, but they subconsciously understand it. It's like, I love this movie, and if you talk to them, they'll tell you why. They'll talk about the scene, or they'll talk about the music, or they'll talk about a costume, or they'll talk about something that really makes them feel good or is special. And I think that is much more important than a person who read a book and made it and then walked away from it. If they don't care about it, then I don't care about your opinion.
Which this does still, guys. This does still have to do with my nostalgia factor too.
Yeah,
because
I completely agree.
Everything, that they overuse nostalgia in these movies.
It's all
to do
propaganda.
Pretty much just what you said. They're not their heart's not really into it.
Nope.
They're
Godzilla.
just into it to make money off of everybody that's wanting to see the crap. Look at the Power Rangers movie.
Yeah.
There we go.
Yep. I never saw it. Didn't even need to see it.
Like,
I know that movie's garbage.
I mean, the Power Rangers movie isn't a Power Rangers movie until the last 5 minutes.
It's an Iron Man movie.
Iron Man
3. Without any of the work. All those characters are shitty, unlikable characters who are given a power by Bryan Cranston, who apparently bought one of those like nail things, like magic nail beds. And that movie's fucking garbage. Shouldn't have been made. Elizabeth Banks, I want to bang you. But when I found out that you're holding like the Green Ranger coin, fucking spoiler, you're done. Get the fuck out of here. You're stupid. And the fact that Tommy Oliver himself is running around promoting this movie just shows that the dude's a shill. He loves that franchise, and I love him for it. But at the end of the day, That movie was shit. You want a good fucking Power Rangers movie? Go back and watch Power Rangers the movie. That shit is good. It holds up. It holds up in a fantastical, campy way. It is a very good, well-made film.
I've been telling
they
lots
had
of people
Van
about
Halen
that, though, dude.
songs in it.
So when people keep at talking to me about, oh, this new show is coming out, like, so the nostalgia shit doesn't go just for movies, dude.
Yep.
Like, it goes for TV shows too. So
Someone
was talking to me about
Toys.
some TV shows, and they were like, "Oh, did you check out the new like not Darkwing Duck? What's that one? DuckTales. They redid DuckTales."
Oh, fuck you, dude. DuckTales is great. David Tennant as Scrooge McDuck
I
is
have not watched it yet.
fucking awesome.
I have not watched
It's
it yet
awesome.
just because it looks to me.
No, it's good.
But
So good. So
I'll
good.
check it
Getting
out
a
based on your word now, dude.
Season
But,
2 or
like,
season
stuff
3,
like
I think.
that is where I'm getting this, like, okay, what's the big deal? Like, didn't we have enough? But and with cartoons, it's a little different because there's always going to be a generation for that.
But you have to understand, we grew up
But,
in
like,
a renaissance, dude.
Girl Meets
Like,
World.
garbage.
The only reason
Garbage.
I watched that was because Topanga was in it. That's the only reason.
It's because those were overpolished new Nickelodeon
Yes, they
stuff.
didn't have the same feel that the original show
I will
had.
tell people the last series
Again, Disney.
Yeah. Well, because to defend them, I would say the last like polished series that came out of that I think is good is iCarly. I think iCarly is a great show.
iCarly was not Disney.
Nickelodeon.
Yeah, that's Nickelodeon.
No, but I'm saying it came out of that same
same time period there, yeah.
You know, the fucking that over polished
when they started to make
sitcom.
everything really campy.
Where they all
and
look the
stuff like
same.
that
It looks
now.
like just really shitty over polished like soap operas.
Yes.
And iCarly's great, and Drake and Josh was better, and but you got to understand, we came out of this renaissance, dude, that cannot be made anymore. Like these things like Hey Arnold, Real Monsters.
They're redoing Rugrats, I heard.
They've done that a few times. I don't think that's actually going to happen. They did like
Fake news.
Rugrats Grown Up. They did Rugrats like Grown Up.
Right.
Once,
yeah.
And it was kind of rough. They did a Rugrats movie that was actually pretty good. That was when Dill got introduced, and all that shit was really, I mean, it was just really poignant. Like, had like, you know, Hey Arnold had a Vietnamese guy who sang country music, and they actually do a backstory where he lost his child because he had to defect from Vietnam, and it's just like, you're not getting that in that kind of shit these days. You're gonna get SpongeBob, and don't get me wrong, SpongeBob hides some pretty deep
adult
shit,
innuendos
like,
and stuff.
normal, but they're just innuendos. They're not like real strong narrative things that make you think. Wild Thornberries, not great, but like our Rocket Power was really good.
Right.
Oh shit! Oh yep.
There you go. Go on.
No.
So
his mistress is calling.
Yeah, I wish.
Stupid. He ain't wishing shit. His wife is fucking hot, bro. Don't do that. You got what? Two kids?
2 kids.
2 boys. Poor guy.
Yeah.
How'd you do that? Two boys.
I had one, and then the nostalgia kicked in. And needed another one.
It sounds like nostalgia stuck in, but you know, whatever. But no, like cartoons are just like, they're just not. I don't know. I think I've had a real strong opinion that I think kids stuff should have a higher regulation. I think they should be held to a higher standard. I'm really getting sick of these shitty animated movies coming out. Like, I don't have kids, so I think my opinion is very, very much skewed. I do have nieces and nephews that I care very, very much about what they take in.
Right.
So it actually
there's a lot of crap out there now.
And I'm very interested to kind of hear where you're at when it comes to that kind of stuff, because let's just take away the Netflix and the easy shit that, you know, that they just go off and find. You know what I mean? The kids are smart and they're savvy, and they go off and find their own.
Let's talk about that for another day.
Okay, fair enough. So where are you where are you staging me back to?
Nothing really. Just that
Back
just
to the
seems like
nostalgia of Power Rangers?
That seems like a whole nother topic And
yeah.
So we can discuss that some other time.
Well, I feel like it goes into the nostalgia.
It does a little bit.
Like, why did we grow up with the nostalgia we grew up with, though? Like, it's idea of, like,
for us,
because Power Rangers was not. Don't get me wrong. Power Rangers came out again, the original ones that we watched.
In
with Tommy, Jason, Zach, Trini, all
93, 94.
Bro, could
Something
even
like
have been
that.
earlier. I don't even remember. But the original crew, Tyrannosaurus, Mastodon, you all know what we're talking about. Zach, Tommy, Jason, Kimberly, all that.
93.
But we're moving forward on those, and we sit back and go, these were pretty good. Then we see them on Netflix as 30-year-olds and go, man, I feel really bad that my parents had to watch this shit with me every fucking day. But they are really iconic, though. Even though it's corny and kind of shitty, the imagery is so iconic.
Right.
It's so cool. And people can shit on it all they want, but at the end of the day, it spawned something that's still going on 20 years later. And the fact that you cannot see the value in that makes you stupid. As an audience, I'm calling you all stupid. The people who don't agree with me, because that's what we do in America. Because I don't want to catch you slipping, though.
You stupid.
You stupid.
Stupid.
You're childish and you're Gambino. No, but for real, though, like, I mean, that shit is important to people.
So
it's important to
my
people.
thing is...
That's good imagery.
You have this. This is why I wanted to talk to you about the nostalgia factor, because my gathering from it was, mostly the executives and crap like that are becoming the people that they're the ones that want to watch this shit. They don't give a crap what the audience really cares about. But where you're coming from with that aspect, anyways, is that they're doing it because they don't give a shit. And they just want the money from the people that are in the target audience of 18 to 45 or 18 to whatever, for like when they did G.I. Joe. I wasn't a big G.I. Joe fan. It wasn't our generation that as much as it was people that were earlier 80s.
I was a He-Man. I was a He-Man G.I. Joe.
Yeah, but
the animated G.I. Joe movies were fucking good. They were really, really good. And I just told my girlfriend to show an old man her tits, by the way, at work. Tangent. I totally agree with you. God, I hope so. No, I totally agree with you. But I don't know, man.
Yeah,
that
so
shit...
I'm just tired of it. With all the nostalgia crap, like the Aladdin movie, I saw the trailer for it and like a newer trailer. It just does not look.
It's garbage.
Appealing
it's absolute
whatsoever.
Garbage. If you think that, then, and I'm gonna say this directly to all of you fucking retards. Oh, hard R, my bad. Yeah, if you really think that movie's gonna be good, you're fucking fooling yourselves. That shit is. Beauty and the Beast was garbage. It was fucking terrible. You're stupid if you like it. And
which one? The live action?
The live action Beauty and the Beast is fucking garbage. And this is gonna be worse. Will Smith, I feel super bad for him, but at the same time, he's fucking dumb for taking the role. He should have known better.
I do feel Lion King is gonna be worse.
That's gonna be good. I think it's gonna be good.
I mean, I haven't seen anything from it, but I feel. I'm tired of all the animals shit. Like, why do we need live action movies with animals? It's not Homeward Bound, dude.
Hey, can we talk? Well, fucking don't even get me started on Homeward Bound. Fucking, you mean A Dog's Way Home? Fucking showed you the whole fucking movie. Anyway,
Homeward Bound, San Francisco. That was the second one. Yeah.
That one sucked. And then the third one straight to DVD. No, with God damn it, dude. Like, the nostalgia train is strong. I get it. At the end of the day, you could do that right. There is a difference between making a movie.
They're doing it with freaking Star Wars, and they're ruining that franchise by doing it.
That franchise is dead.
They've already done it. Like, and
Last Jedi killed that shit.
Eventually, they're going to start getting into that aspect, unless
that shit's over.
No, not
over,
with Star
dude.
Wars,
it's
but with
over.
all these other franchises that, especially Disney, just picked
Jurassic World is dead. Fallen Kingdom killed Jurassic World. Last Jedi killed Star Wars. Captain Marvel just killed this phase. You're crazy.
The only franchise that I've seen that doesn't look like it's just gone out of there was the new 3 Planet of the Apes movies that they did.
Oh, good.
So that was a good franchise.
Good call.
They did.
Yeah. But that's because Andy Serkis is God, dude.
Right.
You shouldn't have killed him. Have killed him.
And I feel they did a good job wrapping it up with the third one, which was, I don't remember if it was War or what.
I can't. Yeah, I think it was War.
Let me see.
Because the first one was Dawn. Of course he has it. He's checking his fucking DVDs right now. The world. Let me tell you. James Franco and John Lithgow in the first movie. Who saw that shit coming?
Yeah,
God damn. John Lithgow. Who would have saw him being one of the greatest actors of all time? If you haven't seen Dexter season 4, you are missing out.
Wasn't
he
it
plays
season
a
3?
Great 4. I'm pretty sure.
Okay, yeah. I think
it was 4. One was. Yeah, double check me. I think it was 4.
Check that up.
I thought it was 4. No, it might have been 3.
I think it was 3. Season 4. John Lithgow. Yeah, I thought so. 4. Yep.
Yeah, I thought so because the third season was the fucking Mexican mayor and with Miguel Prado.
Oh yeah,
Miguel Prado.
He showed
the
guy how to kill.
It was a decent season. It was kind of cool to see somebody into he could make a friend. Finally. Right. That was kind of cool.
Well, that was the whole point, but he couldn't make a friend.
Yeah, and then Yvonne Strahovski might be the hottest she's ever been, other than in Chuck. By the way, and dude, boom! I'm gonna fucking segue myself into fuck Captain Marvel. I am ready for Shazam, baby. I have said since the first trailer, I think Shazam. It's not saving no DCEU. Hopefully, this is a standalone fucking movie.
It is now because they wanted Superman to show up in it, but he couldn't.
And Cavill's out. Fucking Affleck's out. I heard rumors today on Google that Ben Affleck's back in for Justice League 2. That shit ain't gonna happen. And even if it does, it's only because he's coming back from rehab and he needs a paycheck. At the end of the day, I really, truly believe that Shazam is going to be a fucking... I'm going to say it right now. I'm going to put my money on it. I will show up day one if I can. Shazam will be the best DC movie made this year. Or at all. I'll say at all.
Was Aquaman this year? I haven't even seen Aquaman.
Aquaman was this year. Billion dollar bullshit garbage.
I'm interested to see, though. I just read that with Flash, they're letting Ezra Miller and the director actually write, or no, not the director, the writer from the comic, one of the comics, I believe.
Sure.
Coming in and writing the actual script because they didn't.
I'm fine with that.
They didn't like how they were trying to change the whole tone of the movie and make it a lot lighter, and Ezra Miller didn't want to do that, so they're changing that whole script up. And I know this is getting off topic again, but I wish that they would do a crossover with, since they're going to freaking do it on TV, why not have that another Earth?
No.
Just do it.
No.
I would
already
like
know
to
what you're
see,
going to say. No.
I would like to see all the on-screen flashes together at once.
No.
Just saying. Yeah.
No.
Because even in freaking the Flash or the Arrowverse, when we got to see the original Flash.
Nope.
And the Barry
fucking
Allen.
Wesley Shipp is awesome, and that's cute. If you want to see that,
but
the only way I'm cool with that is if he does like one of those things where he like time travels, and you know how you
see each other, right? Yeah, just do something
cool
like
with
that.
You, like seeing that. That's different. I don't want them having a dialogue.
No, they don't have to have dialogue. I just want to see them
together.
Little.
No, and I don't even want him like CGI'd into a scene in the movie. That's too much. No, fucking get out of here with that.
No,
Mr.
So here's
Nostalgia is fucking. That is like instant nostalgia. Stupid
I know.
Shit
this
right
is what
there.
I'm saying. I hate nostalgia, but I love it too. So here's the thing, though. So in the Arrowverse, are you caught up at all with Flash?
Wow, he's asking me if he's caught up. He started this year. I've literally seen every episode of every single show in the Arrowverse. I'm the one who actually introduced him to it, even though he doesn't remember it. On top of the fact, the only thing I haven't seen is any Supergirl episode after season 1. Pretty much I've seen every episode of everything. Legends of Tomorrow will be the new anchor show after Arrow is done next season. Mark my fucking words. Because Flash is garbage this year. Flash fucking sucks this year.
Well, don't spoil it. I'm not caught up yet on that one.
It's the worst.
Not this season,
it's
anyway.
The worst.
He's just mad at me though because I watched all of Arrow, Flash, Supergirl, and Legends within the time of like 2 months.
Season 1 and 2 of Flash is incredible. Season 1, 2, and 3 of Arrow is pretty. Season 1 and 2 of Arrow is fucking incredible. Season 3 gets a little off the rails because they introduce Flash. It gets a little weird. After that, they spend about a season and a half trying to get back to form. Yeah. John Wick comes out, and Arrow takes a lot of inspiration from John Wick with the way they shoot their action scenes, and shit comes back pretty strong, but their writing is still not great.
So with the last crossover, so they have a scene in there with Barry Allen, the current Barry Allen.
Yep.
And then they have a scene in there with the Barry Allen that we would have grown up with in the 80s and 90s TV show. Wesley Shipp. Yes.
Who also plays his father.
Yes. And he also plays
multiple flashes
in
alternate Earths.
But this was the first time they actually showed him as Barry Allen from a different Earth.
He's actually wearing his Flash suit from the original 90s show that he was in.
80s. 80s, 90s.
Was it the 80s?
It was late 80s, yeah. Okay. Late 80s, early 90s.
Yeah, I actually have the DVDs. I'm so excited to go.
That was the first time that they showed them together.
Yes.
But the one thing
in
the suits. But the thing that upset me was Barry Allen, the actor who plays Barry Allen, was actually dressed in the Arrow suit, and Arrow was dressed in the Flash suit at that time. So it was kind of like it sucked, but it was still cool to see them side by side.
I actually liked it, and my main issue with it is I feel really bad for Stephen Amell because he looks like a fucking dickhead.
Oh, God, he looks so stupid.
Well, it's because that suit sucks. Suit sucks. This new suit is the worst suit I've ever seen. It's everything about this Flash season is the worst.
It's not the worst suit.
It's the worst.
The worst suit is in Justice League.
You're insane. You're absolutely insane. You're insane. You're insane. Like, don't get me wrong. Don't fucking get me wrong. This is literally like, would I rather have shit in my mouth or shit in my hand? Obviously in my hand. It's a bad fucking day. Like, Ezra Miller's suit from the movies, I get it. It's plated armor. It's cool. It's whatever. It kind of looks like Injustice. It looks like the video games. I get it. That's what it's inspired from. Because Zack Snyder.
Yeah, I get that. Retarded. Yeah.
So I get it. It's fine. They took the fucking chin strap off of the suit, and it looks like Barry and Stephen Amell, who wear the fucking suit, they look like they have Down syndrome. Their head looks like 4 times bigger than it. Looks like they have a lot of thinking to do. It looks fucking stupid. And then the suit, like, it just looks dumb. It looks like a bunch of bandages, and it's like overly saturated red. It looks really bad.
When did they introduce that suit?
It's season 4. Is it? It was. Yeah, they just did it. It was last season, and then they've carried it over.
Let me see.
It looks like shit.
Oh yeah, because it was the suit that they were like, oh, it's got all this tech in it and shit, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
That was after. It was after.
Oh, it was
all
after
the tech and stuff when he like blows up and looks like a fucking balloon.
Like we turned into a raft.
That was all before that. That was last season when the Black Matter came when he was fighting Davros or whatever the fuck his name was. The fucking smart guy. Fucking thinker. The thinker. Davos? I can't remember his name. But great season. That was a great season, by the way. The Savitar one was
it was all right.
A lot to be desired.
The Thinker one was good because it was the first villain they introduced in Flash that wasn't Flash. He wasn't fast.
Yeah.
Him.
I know.
Which was good.
Agree. I agree.
Which
Still
is
not the best villain. I'm sorry, Eobard Thawne will never be bested. The first season of The Flash might be the best superhero origin series of all time. I will throw that out there.
I love how they keep adding like Reverse Flash everywhere too.
God, and it's
like they had him as the main bad guy in Legends season 2.
I know people are hearing me say it sucks. Let me explain. It sucks. It sucks in a kind of good way. Is they understand that Eobard Thawne should always be the end-all be-all villain for the Flash. It's just that's how it works for Barry Allen's world. At the end of the day, they are shoehorning in that son of a bitch. And it's hard because Tom Cavanaugh is an underrated actor, but at the same time, they're having this weird CW goofy shit where they're just letting everybody have fun.
Yeah.
And you need to dial that shit back. Like every day on Instagram, somebody else is directing this fucking show, and the show is not good right now. It's not good. It's terrible. The cicada stuff is garbage. Nora is a good character who's been
I'm not caught up yet, so for this season anyway. But
I'm not going to spoil anything. This Nora character, people who are watching and are caught up will understand what I'm saying. Chris Klein as Cicada is fucking retarded. He's a terrible actor. He's overacting.
And he doesn't do a good job.
No, it's just bad. Just bad. It's all bad. And they're trying to do reveals, and it's just not good. And I think next season, hopefully they're gonna revamp the suit. A lot of people are leaving. Rumors Daniel Panabaker might be out. Cisco is a definite out.
Oh, right.
And hopefully they kill off Iris. I would really like. I would truly, truly, truly like to see a Flash show where he goes back to his form. I would like him to be on his own. Yeah. I want him to be a hero. And I think that was a big problem with Justice League. The movie was that he was sitting there. He's like, I'm scared. I don't want to do this. I'm scared of bugs. And this is dumb. And I'm supposed to be funny. I go, dude, you've been a hero for years.
Right.
It was established in all the other movies that you've been a hero of Central City for at least a year. You've been doing stuff. You captured Captain Boomerang. That's why Suicide Squad got started. I maintain, I hope this director works. Flash should have been the Justice League Iron Man. He should have been the central focus. He's a CSI investigator.
Well, it's DC, so they always double back to their two Golden Boys, Batman,
and
Superman.
That's the problem.
That's it.
Superman is the worst. Superman would be the Captain Marvel of the Marvel universe. He's OP, nobody cares, and everybody could get his story in 5 seconds.
All right, guys, that is it for your first episode of Operation Babble. If you enjoyed this, leave us some comments, share this podcast with everybody you know, and we will be back at it again. This is our spec episode, so thank you for sticking around for all this time, and we will catch you guys later.
And that's the way I masturbate. No, that's not a good sign out. No!